Hello everyone, and today I'll be doing a reading of The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. This is our book. I'll be reading this book as if I'm reading to kindergartners or first graders. I'll be introducing some very key and important main ideas about the book, as well as some key concepts and vocabulary. In a moment, I'll get started, and as I said before, I will be reading as if I am reading to a group of students who are kindergartners or first graders. Throughout my reading, I'll be stopping, pausing, and asking the students questions to engage them and to check their understanding. Shall I get started? Welcome, boys and girls. Today we'll be reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Here it is on our cover. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Our spine. Notice that the spine, get back in view of the camera here, will always mention the title of the book, just as the cover will, and the author too. Here's the back of the book with an illustration. An illustration means a drawing. Try to keep this in focus of our camera and read at the same time. It's a little challenging. Let's see, I might have to try to do this way. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on the leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and popped. Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Let's see what this tiny and very hungry caterpillar is going to do. He started to look for some food. And there he is, looking for some food underneath the hot sun there. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. Okay, here's where we stop, boys and girls, and we pause. I want to introduce our vocabulary word. You have 4 vocabulary words today, and the first of those words is sequence. Sequence. Things that have or go in order, such as alphabets or numbers or days of the week. For example, the numbers 1, 2, 3, the letters A, B, C, the days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So on Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. So there's the beginning of our sequence. Sequence. Things that have a goal in an order. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. I wonder why this caterpillar is eating all this food. Let's see what he eats next. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. Can you guys remember what he ate Monday through Friday? That's a lot to remember, but it's a whole bunch of fruit. But the important thing is, on Monday he ate 1, on Tuesday he ate 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5 oranges. Let's see what happens on Saturday. On Saturday he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Oh, that sounds like that's just too much food. That night, he had a stomach ache. Yeah, I bet, from eating all that food. I wonder why this caterpillar decides that he's going to eat all this food. Let's find out what's going on. This brings us to our next vocabulary word. Decide. There we are. Decide. To make up your mind about something. Here in the story, our caterpillar was deciding on what food to eat. You see here all this food. Chocolate cake, salami, cherry pie, pickles, ice cream, whole bunch of stuff. Including all the fruit that he had a few pages before, right? I wonder what happened to us if we ate all that food in one sitting, one time. Just eat all that food. Decide. To make up your mind about something. For instance, when mom or dad or whoever your guardian is asks you, would you like ice cream or candy? You have to make a decision about that. You have to decide. And you'd say, I like the candy, or I like the ice cream. That's a decision. That's making up your mind about something. Making up your mind about something. Making a choice. Let's see what happens next in our story. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. Let's see him. Oh, there he is. Big and fat. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. There's our cocoon. Oh. There we go. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed his way out. Cocoon is our third vocabulary word. Let me get it. The book describes our cocoon as a small house, or another way to define it is a cocoon, a cover. We all use covers at night to keep us nice and warm in our beds. So you can think of it as a cover for young insects or animals until they grow to be adult insects or animals. So this caterpillar is going to use this cocoon. And let's see what happens with our caterpillar. He was a beautiful butterfly. That's what happened to our caterpillar. He ate and he ate and he ate until he had to go inside of his little house cocoon. And then 2 weeks later, he became a butterfly, which is our fourth vocabulary word, a process we call metamorphosis. That's a big, long word. Let's repeat it again. Metamorphosis. And it means a step-by-step process some animals and insects go through to become an adult. A step-by-step process or events or sequence that some animals and insects go through until they become adults. Alright, so I actually have here some pictures of metamorphosis. I'm going to pull those up right now. I'm going to bring this into focus here. We see here we have a caterpillar. In the middle there we have its cocoon and small house that it goes in until it becomes an adult butterfly. Do you see it? But caterpillars aren't the only animals that go through this process. Let's see what else happens to other animals or insects. There we go. Well, lost it. 1 second. I will have it again. Alright, there we are. We have a frog, but it doesn't start off as a frog. It starts as an egg, then a tadpole, and then it begins a process of metamorphosis to become an adult frog, finally. And I'm going to bring the other picture back up for a second. It's actually a different picture. Same process, metamorphosis. Here we see our caterpillar starts off as an egg, so there's another step. the very beginning step. And then it becomes a larvae, pupae, or our cocoon stage, and then it becomes an adult butterfly. So our very hungry caterpillar was going through metamorphosis to become a very beautiful butterfly. All right, at this time, I'm going to show you a picture. Can you just tell me which vocabulary word I am showing you? Here we have a row of letters. Which one of our vocabulary words is this? Goes from A to B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Take a look at that second picture in the middle there. Which vocabulary word is that? Now take a look at all these pictures, the string of pictures here. That can be generally classified as 2 vocabulary words. Which ones are they? Finally, what does it mean to choose one thing or something else? Which vocabulary word is that? Decide, metamorphosis, sequence, cocoon, all right. Here's what I want us to do for our homework today. I want you to list for me animals, insects that you think also might go through the metamorphosis process or sequence. Please use the helpful hand of and watchful eye of your parent so that you can have cutouts and put them on paper and do a little small definition of the word. Metamorphosis, cocoon. Sequence, decide. You can use magazines or the internet. And tomorrow I will collect that from you. I also want to bring up the question, do you think that humans go through a metamorphosis type experience? Does that happen to humans? Yes or no? If you think yes, I want to see your thumbs up. If you think no, thumbs down. And shortly we'll begin hearing why you said yes or no. Thank you, boys and girls, for listening very attentively to my lesson on the very hungry caterpillar, who we know now went through a process called metamorphosis, and we understand what that is very thoroughly. Thank you so much. You guys have a good day. And scene. So I just finished my reading on the very hungry caterpillar. I implemented some new elements some grows that were listed, and I had fun doing it. It's been a pleasure to go through this book and to break it down in a format that young students will comprehend, will engage them, will help them understand that all animals have these processes, including humans. I hope to continue my interview process and look forward to the next steps. Thank you again for your time at your foundation preparatory. Thank you. Bye-bye.